Mark chapter 10, starting at verse 7. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. Hello, my name is Joe.
And I'm Lori.
And welcome to our Unplug and Reconnect weekend here at this campground.
Yes, and today we're talking about the importance of regaining unity in your marriage. And that's really part of why we're here this weekend, is to unplug and reconnect and refocus and talk to you guys about why that is so critical in a marriage.
Yep, because we talk a lot about the leave and cleave, but then to continue reading about becoming one flesh and what that looks like and seems like.
Yeah, and when you lose focus on unity in your marriage, it leads to strife and contention. And we have some verses on that in Proverbs, right?
Yep, Proverbs, what was it?
17:1 and 14.
Proverbs 17:1. Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than a house full of sacrifices with strife. And verse 14. The beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. Therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with.
Right, and so a lot of times we'll hear that two of the main causes for divorce are a lack of intimacy and struggle with finances. In my opinion, those struggles are just byproducts of a lack of unity. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, that's true. It's not like, oh, I'm married to my best friend, we love hanging out with each other, but we can't agree on finances, so we're going to get a divorce. It doesn't go that way.
Right.
There's something going on before you start arguing about finances. There's that strife that's there before money comes up.
Right. And I'd even say that it's not enough for a couple to say, well, we don't believe in divorce, therefore we're just not going to get divorced, and then continue in that strife, because that's really unbiblical in my opinion.
The Bible tells us that does not work.
Yeah, and you have to think about what kind of a legacy that leaves.
So it's important, it's critical to be able to unplug from the rest of the world and just reconnect with each other by doing stuff like this, just weekend getaways.
And the goal, I think, is love and joy perfected, and Christ talks about that in John 15.
Yep, what verses?
11 and 12.
John 15:11. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you.
And so that joy and love and unity, to me, that's so important, because that bears fruit, right? And it's a witness to others. Your marriage is a witness to others, and your marriage can save souls. I think that's so important to consider. And it can't be achieved of our own will.
Yes.
We can't say, well, we're going to work on this, and I'm going to change this way, and you're going to change that way. It doesn't happen unless you know Christ, you know who you are in Him, and you're learning to abide in Him, which is also in John 15, talking about that.
Yep. So we know about the leave and cleave, so now let's work on the unity in marriage. So make sure that there's unity in finances, in the way, if the Lord blesses you in the way that you raise your kids. And if there's not unity in finances, like if you each have your own bank account or something, you need to ask why. What's keeping you from just being one? So anything else?
I think that's it. We're going to continue to enjoy our weekend.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.